Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. I'm having some intense readings today. Just saying. Today is a day of intense readings. Right now, I'm going to be doing a ClairTarot reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, also for your cross watchers. I asked the collective Leo energy what this reading is going to be about. They're about to show you who they really are, what they're really about. I hope that means they're about to show you that they love you. You know, I'm going to choose to believe that until the cards show me otherwise, okay? I'm going to choose to believe that's a very positive statement, very positive sentiment. I'm going to choose to believe that. Let me just get the cards ready. Let me pull some cards. Oopsie. I'm doing all the fire readings today. So I've already shuffled all of this. I'm kind of just cutting them one more time. All right, let's get really good information for Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, freaking A. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Man, I constantly drop cards. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous, ridiculous. My whole entire universe. All right, that card stays. This card. Ooh. Okay. What is this about? Oh. Oh. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I don't know if y'all can hear my kids downstairs. I got hella kids. Hella kids. All right. The what deck? Oh, Suki now. You guys are having some ancient Egyptian energy coming through. I wasn't planning on using this deck, but I'm told I need to pull cards from my Egyptian deck. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So, Leo, what have you guys been going through? What's been going on? Card number 9. What do you feel? I get a sense that you've been very, very quiet. Leo's always pretty quiet about what they're going through, to be honest. All the Leos that I know are super duper quiet about whatever it is they're going through. Just put that away. So what do you feel? You're comparing different things. And when you compare different things, you'll have a higher likelihood of confusing yourself. Okay. In addition to adding more confusion, inadvertently adding more confusion to your life, you're also being faced with some sort of challenge that has to do with your day-to-day existence. So it might be like a big bill coming up, like a sudden, really expensive expense, unexpected expense. It could be unexpected visitors, just like a hiccup in your plans. And it becomes something that is a significant hiccup, but not something that's really going to be stopping you in any way, shape, or form. How much this hiccup affects you really is dependent on how willing are you to allow it to affect you? How deep are you willing to allow it to go? And it doesn't have to be very deep. You can definitely choose to just find a solution and implement it, okay? But here's the thing, I just read for Aries. Aries is having some major ass things going on, the Aries energy. So Aries, I am card number 13. Um, it's feeling like a potentiality of you being bamboozled like Aries was. You being tricked into defensive posturing, meaning something is trying to get you to engage in negative interactions, either with others, negative circumstance, negative mindset. Something is trying to bring you down. Okay. There's a potentiality that something is being filtered through a Trojan. So if you're not familiar with my usual work, I do parasitic extractions. With parasitic work, it's become very clear to me that oftentimes a Trojan is used, and what a Trojan is, just like with a Trojan horse, it's a person who doesn't really have much substance, someone who doesn't really stand for something. And so they're easily infiltrated by a parasite, and that person is then used to access you. This individual usually has access to you either through work or family, friends, whatever it is, they're able to access you. And when they access you, they agitate you. They create circumstance that's oftentimes very dramatic, oftentimes creating more struggle for you. And as you notice this, you get upset, rightfully so, understandably so. And as you feel these intense, lower dimensional energies, emotions, it drops your frequency, making it easier for a parasite to fully breach your space. So kind of just be aware of that, okay? Because look, there's the ram, and then there's something else. Like, it's not a ram, that's not you. Something is trying to piggyback on your energy. So let's see. I guess I'm just a natural warrior. I don't know why that cracked me up. You about to get clawed, fool. Whoever it is, I mean, Leos have claws and teeth. Oh, the Aries card says that it's okay to push now. Just don't push too hard. All right. So when someone pushes you, you can definitely push back, like chest bump them, elbow check them, shoulder check, But I mean, is it worth it? Full on confrontation, is it worth it? Or are you needing to simply let them know, like, I'm not the one, boo, not the one? So keep that in mind, okay? You need to stop making effort to pretend to be something other than what you are, okay? Leo, you're constantly under the spotlight. Leos are known to be in the light all the time. And you have to be careful about putting on a show. For some, this feels like it might be used against you. If you try and put on a show, it might be just enough for someone else to manipulate in such a way that paints you in a very ugly light. Okay. Let me see. So now is the time for you to make sure you don't just act without thinking. And that was the reading earlier for Aries, not acting without thinking, pausing, allowing yourself to process the thoughts, see where they're rooted. Is it rooted in fear? Is it just going to complicate whatever circumstance you're already dealing with? So you have to make sure, Leo, you're being baited into something. You're being baited into something. It's important you don't allow yourself to be provoked. Oh, there you go. Not wanting to be wrong, being rash, being in a rush, being provoked or tested, facing challenges that stir you into action, bumping your head. And are you going to keep bumping your head into something? Do you need to keep shoulder checking someone? before you recognize they just are oblivious. They have no concept of personal space. Think about what you're allowing yourself to get baited into. So card number 30, lightning. Ooh, I just got that there's this sense of someone or something with a whole provoking. They're trying to contain you. Can you contain lightning in a bottle? I don't think so. But they're trying to contain you, or maybe it's you trying to contain yourself, trying to market that flashbang of lightning and thunder. You can't do that. You have to just be your organic self, your authentic self. And that will come out when it's necessary. When the conditions are appropriate, that will come out. You just have to begin really cultivating that inner sense of peace, inner power. You have to begin empowering yourself in your thoughts, in your feelings. I'm also really being given a message of, Leo, you don't quite recognize the gravity of who and what you are. Quite a few of your readings with me have been very profound, very, very profound. Like these messages that you are the guardians of the Stargate that allow higher energies into this earth plane. That's a very huge, huge thing. So Leo, I'm not trying to make you big-headed or anything, but you do need to begin recognizing the gravity of who and what you are. Not that, excuse me, it's time for you to acknowledge you're better than everyone. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's time for you to stop comparing yourself to anyone else. You need to begin recognizing you're a very unique type of energy. And you're here for a very specific reason. And you have to stop with the rat race, trying to compete with others. You have to focus on what it is you're here to do. And you won't find that out as long as you allow yourself to be distracted by other people's paths, by their journeys, by the details of their journey. Okay? So, oh, there you go. Gaia, Earth, card number 16. You are definitely here to help usher in the rebirth of Gaia. Okay, you're definitely here for that. That's one of your purposes. As a Leo, if you have Leo in the chart, if you resonate with the Leo energy, that's most likely one of your purposes, to help in some way with the rebirthing of Gaia. And sometimes it's just by being here, existing in this time-space matrix, that you are helping to anchor in the higher codes, the higher frequencies that help to unlock the shackles that have kept Gaia phase locked into third dimensional existence. Okay? So sometimes it's just by being you, just by being here, that you're already fulfilling part of your soul purpose. Cartouche, divine names of power. Ooh. This is about reclaiming your heritage, reclaiming your galactic lineage. This is your key pass to access your codes, your galactic codes, starseed codes, the codes that unlock sections of your morphogenetic template that house the very coding that's necessary to access those abilities. Oh, shit. Okay. This just went completely different direction. Oh, shit. All right, Leo. We's about to go real deep into the rabbit hole, okay? Please do not be angry with the Bangkok Bunny for delivering the messages. Now, here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. Leos. For some of you Leos, I think a lot of the Leos, to be honest, most of the Leos, for these specific Leos, you were not just filtered through the Leo constellation, you also were filtered through the Blue Ray Melchizedek family bloodline. Okay. That bloodline, etheric blood, they serve as guardians of creation. They come from Archangel Michael's family tree. They are gifted with tremendous, tremendous abilities. I come from that bloodline. Okay. Um, whew, I'm getting myself all riled up. Okay, let me calm down. I don't want to take out the Wi-Fi. Here's the thing. I was told, Michael goes, look at the card closer. There's a message hidden within the layers. Let me just push these. Okay. If you look right here, there are 3 spears or daggers. There will be 3 attempts to subdue you. These attempts to subdue your growth will come from the bull, Baal. Baal will take multiple forms. He will not stop once. There are so many different bulls that I see. If you look, these all look like bull masks all the way around, right? They look like bull masks, tribal masks made to resemble bulls. Now, with that being said, is it safe to release this information publicly? I'm going to be doing energy work for you guys. Information's coming out. For those that this information applies to, hearing this information is going to trigger activation of certain code. As that code sequence is triggered into activation, you'll be susceptible to influence. Okay. I'm not choosing people. All right. This is going to be decided by your higher self. I'm simply to do this energetic work. But this coding, it kind of leaves you susceptible because it's going to transfer much of your energy, your focus towards activating the code. It's a very quick process, but in that time that it's processing, your shields will be thinned. So Michael is asking me to gift you with a portion of my shield. Mm. This needs to happen because an army has been formed. This might sound crazy to people who are not familiar with esoteric things, Gnostic things. An army has been formed. They're flanking around the names of those who have been identified as the family of Melchizedek. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's fine. That's fine because 8 of Shields. This is about the reunification of the masculine and the feminine within you and without you. So within you, you have both the masculine and the feminine, 8 being the number of reunification for all of infinity. Without you, outside of you, there is a masculine and feminine counterpart. Okay? So with that being said, I will be doing energy work. Give me 1 second. All right. Next, I'll be doing energy work at some point in this live, okay? Yeah, absolutely. Make sure you keep your ego in check, okay? Allow yourself to heal. Make sure that ego stays in check. For some, for those who are of the Melchizedek lineage, your ego functions the opposite way. Instead of the typical 68% at 111, 33 and 8. Instead of the typical, I think I'm better than everyone, you know, when your ego flares up, for those who are of the non-fallen branches of the Melchizedek family, it's actually quite the opposite. You then begin to feel like no one wants to hear what I'm saying. Who the heck would listen to me? You know, I'm just some insignificant person. It actually shrinks you. Keep that ego in check. Right now, we don't need to shrink. Right now, what we need to do is open ourselves to the potentiality of blossoming in the light of our own truth. Oh, that's deep. Remember how I said someone's attempting to contain you. They're trying to put lightning in a bottle. Michael just said, you are the lightning. That's deep. Oh, shit. That looks like right here. See this? This right here? That looks like Michael's sword. Oh, shit. What the fuck are you gonna do? Yo, this was just supposed to be readings. Don't start war right now. I'm just saying. Portal of light glides on wings through time and space. If you're from the Melchizedek cloister of the Emerald Order, MCEO, you have the ability to do this. And I'm wondering if that's what this is doing. Completion. This is about you coming back into yourself. Completing. Understanding your expansion in all directions is imminent. You're going to expand in all directions. You're not just going to rise. You're not just going to lower. You're going to expand in all directions on all levels through all layers. Be prepared for that. Card number 33, ninth house. You're being given messages from soul. You're consistently being given these messages. And one of the most important things you have to remember at this point is to not just be in a state of faith. You have to open yourself to the knowing, okay? You have to allow that faith to ripen into a sense of knowing, gnosis, entering that Christiatic state of being. This is what Jesus was talking about. This is the state of his consciousness. It's a Christos consciousness. And this is what's flowing through that portal of light. That's why there's such a huge attempt. That's why you've been flanked. The whole family has been flanked. Well, they about to catch a Buddha palm from me because this shit's activating my mama bear. I wish a motherfucker would try that shit. That's one of the fastest ways. Card number 39, free from judgment, free to love. Allow yourself to enter into the space of your heart. That region of your physical being, as well as etheric, houses a structure. That's all I'll say about that. But that structure can do some badass shit. Some badass shit. And I learned how to utilize that structure. I identified and utilize it. I also teach it in my Kokoro classes. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, card number 1. Parfait. All right, so this card, the Magician. Perfection raises the good man or woman above the mundane. Mundane. Okay. Skill, certainty, willpower, cleverness, diplomacy, subtlety, mind over matter. All of this is being needed right now. You have to harness all of these characteristics. All right. You have it already within your potential characteristics. You just haven't tapped into all of them, consciously chosen to tap into all of them. Now is the time for you to do that. Give me 1 second. This is. So remember, I was telling you, I'm going to be doing energy work. Card number 24, new birth, guarded vigilantly. As you rebirth yourself with access to higher levels of ability, you're going to be delicate for a little bit. Okay. It's not going to be a long time. It's going to be a little bit. So you will be receiving, if you are a part of this group that's being addressed, which I have no say in whoever this is, whoever's a part of it. I have no say in that. Okay. But if you are a part of this group that's being addressed right now, you will be receiving a portion of shielding. That's hilarious. Okay, 38 watchers with 11 likes. 3 plus 8 is 11. So here's the thing. Michael just said, I'm actually not giving you a portion of my shield, my personal shield. He wanted me to say that. He led me to believe that because he is tracking the individual who's currently watching with intentions to harm me. You're tagged. Not by me. I wouldn't hurt you. Michael, on the other hand, I like to tease him a lot, but there's nothing frou-frou about him. Nothing. That's the hand of God. So all the really dirty shit that God needs done, who do you think God calls? Michael. He's burning a hole through your shield right now. He wants you to know, I'm not allowed to be harmed. That's why I have no fear doing the work that I do. I'm not allowed to be harmed. I'm not doing this work to be famous, to gain a following. I'm here because I was asked to be in this life, to do this work. I'm not allowed to be harmed. I don't say that from ego. I say that from a place of knowing. I'm not allowed to be harmed. And anyone who tries, I don't do anything to you. I'm not karma. Michael, on the other hand, I hate to tell you guys this, Michael's not about forgiveness. He's not involved with forgiveness. He's about action. And he will defend with force the ones that the God essence has tasked him to defend. Unless you're really proficient at war with archangels, you fucking yourself over. Okay? But everyone still gets a shield. Just saying, y'all. Lady of the Stars, Priestess of Sirius. Ooh wee. Leo, you're of fire. Okay? It is time for you to allow the goddess energy within you. I don't care what your gender is. Let that goddess energy within you set itself on fire. Burn away all the bullshit that has kept her shackled and limited. Burn it all away. Allow her to set fire to everything that does not serve her rise. everything. Trust that goddess within you to know what is allowed to stay and what must go. Trust her to know. Just trust her. Ooh, card number 6. I know this card is about beauty, but dude, that blue band of energy is like, ah! So Archangel Michael is affixing goggles onto those who are of his line, here to do the same type of work that I'm here to do. You, if you're not already noticing, you will be seeing through the bullshit. If you're not already seeing through the bullshit, you will be very, very soon. Very, very soon. Don't waste any of your fire trying to correct people. Simply observe and carry on. Take note of what you need to see, what you need to remember, and carry on. Allow yourself to receive. 6 is the number of receiving. Look at all these 6s. Look at all these Fibonacci sequences, all in her hair, her crown, all up in her third eye. I'm just saying, this is some good stuff. Card number 37, the moon. You're going to go through cycles. As you begin to really activate the sections of your coding that need to be activated, you might begin to wax and wane like the moon, definitely cycles. You will be full again. No matter how close you go to almost being completely depleted, just like when the moon is at its smallest, you will eventually go back to full. Nothing to fear. That's just the cycle of things. See? Cycles. The what card were you talking about? I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. What card was it? No. Oh, the card I was just holding. Okay. So, sorry, guys. Card number 37. All right. Ooh, the moon spends equal time in the dark as it does in the light of the sun. And now it comes to remind you of this balance. Have you been too focused on outer achievements, productivity, or social engagements? Or have you spent too much time hidden from the outer world, not wanting to interact or show your face? Meditate on the significance of the moon cycles and let it gently guide you out of your bottomless depths. This card calls you to go on a journey of renewal, just like the moon does every month, so you can get unstuck, whether from a specific situation or life in general. This is also, and just so you guys are aware, people often paint Michael, Archangel Michael, as wearing dresses, light and love. No. Homie is dark as fuck. I'm not even joking. Michael is pure fucking savagery. Okay? Pure savagery tempered with grace and humility. Full submission to the will of God essence. Without that, we'd all be fucked. But because he doesn't do anything that isn't within the scope of what he is asked to do, you know, you can still choose to believe he's light and love. I'm just saying, if you're from his family, stop being ashamed of your darkness. Stop it. Okay? That's part of where your power is rooted in. All right? This is not about making deals with demons and things like that. No. I tell you this right now. The demons bow down to the will of Michael. He commands all of them. He is the white lord of the abyss. Let that shit sink in. He is the white lord of the abyss. Everything contained within hell must bow down to his will, because all Michael does is deliver the will of the supreme being, the supreme essence, energy, the prime creator. So they all have to bow down. whether they want to or not, they're bowing down. Understand that if you are part of his lineage, that is a part of your birthright. To be able to harness both light and dark is what you need to begin to do. Okay? You have to make yourself comfortable knowing that you can touch into both. Okay? So let's see. Are you here for the reading, or are you here to stare at me? You asking about my hat? You here for the reading, or you here to stare at me? It's kind of hard to hear the message that I'm delivering if you're too busy staring at the aesthetics of what you're looking at, right? All right, card number 6. Saturn, truth. As she has planted, so does she harvest. Such is the field of karma. It may feel bad now, but it's going to be resolved. Okay? Saturn is the planet of the reaper, the lord of karma. Let's see. Saturn deals with power and control. So this is about you allowing yourself to let that authority that you are naturally, it's a part of your birthright, that level of authority. Okay? You're not going to do anything intentionally to harm someone else. If you're a part of Archangel Michael's family line, you're definitely, we have a tendency to be overly concerned with, what if I hurt someone? What if I lose control? It's the people who are so afraid of what if they lose control, what if they hurt someone, that would never, ever, ever hurt someone intentionally. So you're good with that, okay? Just keep that in mind. Circumstances may be harsh for a while, but believe your sacrifices to be worth it. It's a good time to be diligent and not rush anything. Whatever you're asking about is likely to take considerable time and not come about too quickly. Let's see. Ooh, daddy. Michael is taking that daddy role. Jeez Louise. Okay, he is the patriarch, matriarch of this Melchizedek family. So it says, on a more positive side, you may meet a fatherly type who will help you advance with your goals. Okay. Just call him Daddy Mike. I'm sorry. Saturn can sometimes herald the appearance of a sage or a teacher. This will be no small thing and can indicate a mentor arriving just when you are in most need of one. All right? You might want to just take my class. I'm just saying. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The last card. Ooh. Okay. The last card. Yep. Strength. Preparation is itself a form of strength. You're being asked to prepare. All right. You're being asked to prepare, Leo. You have a lot of things that you are going to be handling in 2020. 2020, you are here to be the ones to sweep away the muck so that everyone can have clarity. So this is about strength, force, power, ability, courage, authority, a commanding presence. Ooh-wee. Strength has been described as the warrior card, but this limits it as it transcends the bounds of human ability, and all of the countless tales of heroic achievement are very much a part of this card's meaning. In readings, it signifies the eagerness of the seeker to get to the root of the problem. You may be required to tame the forces within you that seek to meet all opposition in a combative way. So darkness, if it's not tempered with grace and humility, and knowing that you are here in a service capacity, not a savior. You are not a Messiah. Okay, let's get that straight. You are not a Messiah. We are here in a service capacity. Humble yourself. Know that you are here to assist. You are given extra ability to help facilitate your assisting other people, not because you're better than anyone, not because you're more loved by creation, not because of anything outside of to facilitate you doing the job you volunteered to come do. Check the ego. Check the ego. Because if you don't check the ego, that's how you get breached. That's how you get a parasitic circumstance. Okay, so that's what this card's about. Let's go ahead and get with the energy work. So, my energy will always honor your sovereignty. Without permission from your highest self, it will not enter your field, okay, your auric field. So, let me get a song for y'all. Hold on. No, I want to rename it. Okay. So breathe very deep and very slow. I'm going to go ahead and do what the Leo collective energy is asking me to do, whatever that is. And again, I'm not choosing people. It's your higher selves that are choosing you. So let's start. Breathe very deep and very slow. Inhale the light of your truth. Exhale the darkness of your doubt. Inhale the light of your truth. Exhale the darkness of your doubt. Continue breathing in cycles of light and release. Those of you sensitive to energy, you may begin to feel tingling sensations at your feet, climbing up your legs, going towards your heart space. Some of you may begin to feel a sensation of ice fire and tingles showering down from your crown space, down your head, down your shoulders and chest, down your back, covering all of you. Just breathe. Allow yourself to be reacquainted with your body. Feel the difference in the way your body feels. Breathe very deep and very slow. Feel the energy running through your pathways. Breathe. When you're ready, very slowly and very gently, open your eyes. How do you guys feel? All right. So take a moment to get reacquainted with your physical body. Allow yourself to just sit for a moment, breathe, take in this experience, and just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. So, Leos, thank you so much for sharing this space with me. If you haven't already given this video a thumbs up, please do. Please subscribe to my channel, turn on that notification bell, and join me every single time I'm live. I'm coming live again in a minute or two with Sagittarius. So I will see you guys in a few minutes. Bye.